What's going on, beautiful people? What if I told you that there is a one-stop shop for everything AI and it's completely for free? So, I'm going to show you a tool that you can create images on, you can create music on, you can create videos on, you can create ideas on. You can do so many things with this tool. And hey man, I'm excited to show you. So, let's jump right in. So, bam, right here we have Google Labs. Google Labs is basically Google's AI infrastructure place where they are deploying their applications and testing them out and letting people see different use cases of AI. And so, the great part about this is that there are a ton of tools. So, right here we have AI mode, which is completely AI focused or AI driven searching. We have Daily Listen, which is literally creating audio shows for you to listen to, whether it be a sports show, a podcast show. You can listen to your news as a podcast. It's crazy. And they have the Career Dreamer, which is, helps people explore their skills and interests and get in the right career. And so if you scroll down further, you see recommended AI tools, but then you can see view all. And this is where you will see a complete library of AI that Google is offering. So of course we know Notebook LM, everybody knows that. Um, we have Project Astra, Image FX, Gen AI, and Chrome. Tons and tons of AI tools. And so most of these things are free, especially if you have a Google business subscription. Most of this stuff is free for you. Google Vids, AI powered video creation for work. So you can see that there are a ton of AI tools that they are working on and releasing, but we are not going to be looking at any of these. We are actually going to be looking at the FX Studio. So in the FX Studio, we see a few things. We have image FX, we have video FX, we have music FX DJ and music FX, and Whisk, which we probably won't get into in this video. But these four tools, you can utilize it to create so much of your video creation process or so much of your content creation. I mean, I just created an entire advertisement with these tools, but we're going to explore them together. So right here we have image FX, which is basically like every other, image generation, but it's much better. So right down here we have the seed, which you can look at a seed as, if you've ever played Minecraft, you have world seeds. And so world seeds are basically how a specific world looks. And so in specific seeds, you have specific looks. So if you want to have a variety of looks, then you can just leave the seed to change itself. But also you have a model right here, which is best quality, Imagine 3. So Imagine 3 is Google's image generation model, which right now I would say, Midjourney 7 just came out, but this is next best thing. I mean, 6, probably Midjourney 5, Midjourney 6, okay, just below Midjourney 6. That's what I would say. But you can change your aspect ratio as well. So you can do mobile, portrait, landscape, all of that good stuff. And we also have these little blocks down here. So in our first prompt, let's do a fuzzy polar bear plushie sleeping in a minimalist modern apartment bed. And then if we wanted to, we can say, we can add one of these modifiers. So 35 millimeter film, we can add that. We can add handmade. We can add some more stuff. We can add dramatic and see what it gives. And this model is actually very, very quick. The pictures aren't going to be the highest quality compared to Midjourney. You can upscale your images. However, here you do not have that. And so these are the images that it has given back to us. I mean, looking at them right now, they look pretty nice. I mean, a fuzzy polar bear plushie sleeping. That's really what it is. This one is really nice, and all of these have a dramatic feel to them, and it accomplished it. But let's give it something a little different. Let's say a samurai on top of a Chinese style, or let's just say on top of a dojo roof, stalking their next victim in the shadow of the night. And what we can say is over the shoulder view, which I would actually put this at the top when you're using this over the shoulder view of a samurai on top of a dojo in the shadow of night. And here you can put things like moody, feel, immersive, um, hyper realistic. You can put stuff like this, but that's what these little cards down here do kind of change is you can just click these, and these are most of the modifiers that people use inside of their image prompts anyway. So we can have this macro photo cinematic and create that. So the over the shoulder view, oh, we did not spell shoulder right, so it may not get that correct. Yeah, they didn't get that correct. Let's just do it one more time. Over the shoulder view of a samurai on top of a dojo. Okay, bam. So it doesn't look like the over the shoulder view worked. Um, close up view. And that's one of my favorite things about this actual tool is that it is completely free and it's quick and it gives you a great output. I mean, like here, these outputs aren't exactly what I'm looking for. They do have, you know, certain characteristics that we are looking for, but it's not capturing the complete essence that I would like it to have. It is giving me that close up kind of blurred front that I'm looking for, but I would rather it be the subject. So we may have to change the prompting to actually get what we want. This is kind of like the closest, but it would basically be the view behind them. But we're not going to dwell on it. You guys see kind of the power of this model, and what you can do is download this, then go to a image upscaler, so a free image upscaler like this, and drag it in there and upscale it by 2 times. It's going to do it automatically, and bam, we can see that it has made things much more clear. So now moving on, we have video FX. So unfortunately, there is a waitlist for this right now, but if you do have YouTube on your mobile device, you can use VO2 through YouTube. So if you actually go to YouTube and click add like you are about to upload a new short, and it will give you a option to utilize AI. And so you can put a prompt in there and generate a photo that you can use in your YouTube uploader. But next we are going to go into Music FX DJ, and this is one of my favorite tools that Google has came out with. It is very powerful. I mean, beat makers, producers, you guys need to hop on this very quickly. But basically what it is you can add different sounds and it will put them together and make them sound very coherent and sound like it's supposed to be going together, and just make a whole entire song out of it. So we're just gonna play this. It says new wave, ragtime piano, and unsettling. So let's see this. So basically, it is taking all of these and putting them together. And sometimes you can add a specific instrument, or you can just add like a quality. Maybe you want it to sound gloomy, or maybe you want it to sound deep and stuff like that. So in the timeline, it is building it as it goes. So what we can do is turn off unsettling, and we can turn off ragtime piano, and we can turn off new wave, and we can say 808 hip hop beat. We're gonna add that. We can say smooth piano, or smooth piano, and these are much different instruments. Like, I don't think you would hear a piano inside of a hip hop beat, but you can also do that. And then you can say chill. And so right here you have these sliders, and so you can change the intensity or the influence of certain instruments on, or certain inputs on, the final put together music piece. And so we can turn up 808 hip hop beat, and these are a universal thing. So if you turn this up here, it's going to add 808 all the time. Even if you have all of these down, right here to right here is always going to add. So what we're going to do is put 808 at the top. We can put smooth piano right behind it. We can put chill just a little bit. And so what we're going to do is press play now. Let's reset first. And so we can change the density. Watch it adjust. I'm telling y'all, man, this is going crazy. You can add chaos, so chaos is really gonna mess things up. So that's what chaos does. It makes everything sound crazy. Brightness is basically, I'm not sure what brightness is, if I'm being honest. Oh my goodness. No, this is crazy. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this okay? So bam, you can change the beats per minute. You can change the key. I mean, everything is customizable inside of Music FX DJ, and y'all just saw how we cooked up in here. It can get much, much crazier. You can do any type of genre, any type of sound. It doesn't matter. It will put it together. One of my favorite tools for sure. And so Music FX is basically just using a prompt and creating a song. So let's just say a retro funk 808 hip hop beat. And let's just see what this does. A retro funk is gonna be like 70s, 80s. So that's one. That's another. They're cool, but I prefer Music FX DJ far, far above Music FX if I'm being completely honest. But what we can put is melodic, um, ambient, um, ancient meditation music. And this is a use case where you can create your own meditation music. You can create your own. I mean, it's a huge thing on YouTube where people create meditating with Batman or meditating with Spider-Man or meditating in a cave with the caveman. You know what I'm saying? And here you can literally create your own completely. So I probably wouldn't meditate to these, but if you go to Music FX, look, if you put in um ambient nature sounds and then you put in soothing flute, soothing soft flute, and then you put in meditation, soft low meditation beat, and you put in that, and we just leave the things like that. Let's see what it comes with. You see how much better this is? And so we can turn the flute up. The flute can become the main thing. Look at this. I mean, what do I need to say? And it's just generating it ongoing. So you can turn up the brightness, turn up the density. Do you see this? Okay, y'all get the point. I am gonna I am done. Okay. I use this stuff every day, and this is very exciting. If you go to the link in the description, I will have a link of these actual platforms, so you can just click the link, go to it, try it out, test it out, use it for your projects. I mean, it's so fun to create your own sounds, especially in a world where you got all of these sounds you got to have licensing for, or if you want somebody to make you a beat, then you gotta pay them $500 right now, bro. You can literally generate a voice for free and then put that on top of a beat that you created yourself and use it as an advertisement or a tagline or an intro. And that's the reality we live in. So I'm gonna make some more videos about some really cool tools. The next video is about by far one of my favorite one-stop shops, because there are other one-stop shops. I mean, Google has the largest one-stop shop, but as far as the actual space, there are more. So I'm gonna go into sneak peek. I'm not gonna give y'all a sneak peek. Just stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Greetings, business owners. Have you ever wondered how you should show up on the online marketplace or in person for your customers? Well, the number one thing that you need to focus on is branding. How are you appearing to your customers, and what type of relation are you communicating with them? And this is exactly what we do at the Views Agency. We handle full service projects, as well as if you're just looking to get your branding identity done. So if this is something that you're interested in, be sure to follow me at DLO Brands, or send me an email at dlogan@theviewsagency.com, and we can get your project started today.